We've talked about complex multi-mandalas. We've done a video. We have a page on HAR. But what has come up recently is a question about the number of deities in a painted mandala. So this is an interesting subject because we do have extremely complicated mandalas. There's two types of complexity here that we're now talking about. Previously, we did a video on complex multi-mandalas. Now, what this means is it means the construction of the mandala, how it is drawn, and whether and how many smaller mandalas there are. Generally, it's 4 or 5 or 6, occasionally 9, but that's to do with the construction of the mandala and the placement of these smaller mandalas within a larger mandala. Okay, that's the first. That's number one. The second topic is the number of total deities in any mandala. So it can be just a single mandala or a complex multi-mandala. So with Kalachakra, I think we have over 700 deities, 773 maybe. We have over 1,000. Then with a number of Chakrasamvara related mandalas, we have well over 1,000 deities depicted in the painted version. Painted version is what we can also call the outer mandala, the outer meditation mandala of a Buddhist Vajrayana tantric practice. Now, there is another topic that is involved with this, and that has to do with the internal body mandala and the number of deities. But this is not typically painted, or it's not painted in a mandala format. So we don't have to worry about that too much. So the question is, and it's really more on a faith-based kind of religious context side of things. It's like, well, how can it be possible to visualize all of these deities? It's not normally something that we talk about too much because we like to talk about the art and the colors and the geometric lines of mandalas. But there are techniques within Vajrayana Buddhism, and I'm sure there's similar techniques in other religious faith-based traditions. But there are techniques where it can become just relatively easy, almost like a trick, to be able to visualize vast numbers of figures in a mandala. So that is something that is on the religious side and on the practice side. Now, in terms of, let's say, the practicality of actually working with these very, very large mandalas in real life, and the answer is generally no, people don't. Yes, everybody knows that Kalachakra is very famous, and certain people travel the world giving the 2-day, 3-day empowerment. But at the end of the day, very few people ever meditate on very large mandalas. Generally, it's only people who are maybe monastics or yogis who go into retreat, male or female. They might do some of these practices. Otherwise, it's people are generally not trained to visualize so many deities, and also that it's too much work to get to that point where you can do it, and then you also have to address the whole issue of why would someone do it in the first place. But we have two types of complex mandalas. We have complex multi-mandalas and complex single mandalas, where we're talking about the complexity is in the number of figures that are required to be visualized. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. Press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can, more importantly, go directly to the Himalayan Art Resources website, make a donation now. Your donation actually keeps the website up. We rely completely on our viewers, on our visitors to the site.